Yes, the real media.
KJAG Radio and KMA Entertainment, your source for entertainment news and interviews in Central and South Central Kansas. The best of the best are here, and we go above and beyond to bring you the most bang for your buck. Find us on the social sites like Facebook and Twitter. Log on to kjagradio.com and jiggyjaguar.com for more.
Thank you. Good night. Okay, Joseph, tell us a little bit about your performance this evening here at the Opera House in McPherson.
Well, I'm really excited about tonight. It's the Elvis Rock and Remember show. We do 3 decades of Elvis music from the 50s, the 60s, the 70s. We have multiple costume changes, giveaways. We do teddy bears and scarves. So it's a fantastic show. It's appeals to all ages, and it's a lot of fun. I really enjoy it.
So is it one era of Elvis, or is it a little bit of all of them?
It's a little bit of everything, man. A little bit of everything.
Cool.
You know, you gotta cover the whole spectrum.
Yeah. Now, you were on America's Got Talent. What, season 3?
Season 3, yeah.
How did this come about?
It was one of the coolest experiences of my life. It really was. And I went on America's Got Talent. I auditioned in Chicago, screen test in Chicago, and I waited in line for 8 hours before I got upstairs into the producer's room, and they only gave me 90 seconds to do my thing. And so I did it in 90 seconds, and then they said, you know what? I think we're going to use you for the live audition taping. So then they sent me to LA, and I just had the time of my life. I really did. I placed in the top 10, and because of that, the national exposure just sort of skyrocketed my career, and it took me all over the country. It took me into Europe, and I've had so much fun. I've come in contact with so many people, people who worked with Elvis, people who've been fans of Elvis for a long time, and now I've settled in Branson, Missouri, where we have a full show Monday, Wednesday, Friday, all year long, and it's a great show, great show in the Americana Theater in Branson.
How has the reaction been since setting up in Branson?
Oh, the reaction's great. It really is, and I think Branson was the perfect city for an Elvis show. I mean, you got so many people that come to Branson, and they have Elvis roots, you know. And maybe it's a Southern thing or a Midwest thing, but there's a lot of love, a lot of Elvis love that comes to Branson.
Now, when you were on America's Got Talent, you said they gave you 90 seconds.
Yeah.
Did they allow you to put the full Elvis?
Oh yeah, man! I had to go all out. I had to go all out. You know, I waited in line 8 hours in a black leather outfit with sideburns and hair, and I was waiting for it. And I got into that room and sang Hound Dog, and they liked it, and they sent me through. So I mean, it was a really cool experience. It really was. And for all the fans that called and voted, all I can say is thank you. Thank you very much. You know, it was great.
Now, with your stage show, how long did it take you to perfect this? Because like you were saying earlier, you've got every single thing you can think of involved in this show.
Well, the thing about Elvis is I don't think anybody could ever perfect Elvis. I think Elvis was so unique, and he was the original, and I think he was just very, very special. What I try to do is I go out there to try to capture the essence of Elvis and try to help the people jog their memories, and take them to a time when they were 16 years old and they were listening to Elvis, or they saw Elvis live in concert, or to the young children that never had the opportunity to see Elvis, but for them to actually just soak in the experience and see what it was all about. That's what I try to do, and entertain the audience to me is the most important thing. And being in this business, somebody once told me, they said, Joseph, if you're going to be an Elvis tribute artist, never forget who you are. I thought that's great advice, and that's what I live by.
Yeah. With being now the Elvis, it's like a business. There's an Elvis business.
Yes, sir.
Sir, who walked in behind me? The whole thing with Elvis is all the various people. You've met probably all sorts of people. Who has been some of the more interesting people you've met working in the Elvis business?
You know, when you come across as band members, they have great stories to tell. Great stage stories. And they'll tell you about Elvis on stage and his charisma and the way that the audience was just soaked into him. And those are really cool stories. And then, of course, anytime you come across any of his cousins or family members, and they've got some great, home stories, and all of that plays into part, because I study Elvis for a living. I do. I sit there, I spend countless hours looking at photos and on YouTube and videos, and I love what I do. I'm a big Elvis fan myself. So the fact that I get to do this for a living, to me, is just the coolest thing in the world. It's super cool. And I'm just so thankful and grateful that where Elvis has taken me in my life and career, and it's provided me a way of living and supporting my family, and I'm just so grateful for what I have.
What was the hardest thing as far as the stage show itself to get down? Was it the look? Was it the moves? What was
it's everything goes together. It's like it's a recipe. And every ingredient's important, and you just gotta put it together and make a good pie. That's what it is, man. I mean, everything helps. The look helps, the singing helps, the charisma, the voice. I mean, the moves. Everything goes together. It all meshes together, and I just go out there to just do the best I can and entertain the audience and give them their money's worth. I mean, that's what I do.
Now, I understand you're playing across Kansas. You're going to do a show in Hutchinson very soon.
Yeah.
You got one here.
Yeah.
What was the plan behind going all over Kansas? Was it you were trying to hit the theaters, or what was...
I'd never been to Kansas.
Oh, okay.
I wanted to see what the bus is all about. But we do the Opera House circuit. And there's a lot of historic opera houses in Kansas, and so we're really excited about going to all these new opera houses. And like tonight, McPherson, this is a beautiful opera house, and we're so excited to be here and just to have a good time.
That's cool. Now, before I let you go, being in the Elvis business, I understand from talking to other Elvis tribute artists that if you're in the Elvis business, you have a number. What have people on social media been saying about you as far as, because you're a young guy doing Elvis Presley?
Yeah. It's people responded well. People responded well, and like I said, I'm a big Elvis fan. Yeah. I really am. And I grew up listening to Elvis because of my father. And so Elvis is in the family, and I enjoy it. I enjoy the music. I really do. Cool. And like I said, the fact that I get to do this for a living is just the coolest thing in the world. And if the people at the end of the night can leave happy, then I'm as happy as can be.
That's cool. Now, before we let you go, you said you had 2 songs you wanted to request him to see if he was going to do.
Yeah. Kentucky Rain and... Oh, gosh, I forgot.
7 lonely days and a dozen times ago, I reached out one night and you were gone. I don't know why you'd run, what you're running to or from. All I know is I want to bring you home. There we go, baby.
There we go. Well, thank you. I appreciate it.
You're very welcome.
Thanks
We'll
for
be doing
doing
that tonight, too, at the show. I'm just so grateful for what I have.
What was the hardest thing as far as the stage show itself to get down? Was it the look? Was it the moves?
Everything goes together. It's like a recipe. And every ingredient's important. And you just gotta put it together. Make a good pie. That's what it is. I mean, everything helps. The look helps. The singing helps. The charisma, the voice. I mean, the moves. Everything goes together. And it all meshes together. And I just go out there to just do the best I can and entertain the audience and give them their money's worth, man. That's what I do.
Now, I understand you're playing across Kansas. You're going to do a show in Hutchinson.
Yeah.
What was the plan behind going all over Kansas? Was it you were trying to hit the theaters, or what was...
I've never been to Kansas. we do the Opera House circuit. And there's a lot of historic opera houses in Kansas, and so we're really excited about going to all these new opera houses like tonight. McPherson is a beautiful opera house, and we're so excited to be here and just have a good time.
That's cool. Now, before I let you go, being in the Elvis business, I understand from talking to other Elvis tribute artists that if you're in the Elvis business, you have a number. What is the deal with these numbers? What Elvises have to be numbered? What's going on?
Number.
I've heard that. What were you saying? You were saying something about number or something.
Well, he had an Elvis impersonator at his concert series this summer, and he has a number. He's numbered as a certain number on the. There's an Elvis website.
I never heard anything.
Okay.
I'm numbered 12,000.
There you go.
I'm almost on there somewhere. I had no idea.
Before I let you go.
Nope. That's me.
What have people on social media been saying about you as far as because you're a young guy owning Elvis Presley?
It's people responded well. People responded well, and like I said, I'm a big Elvis fan.
Yeah,
I really am. And I grew up listening to Elvis because of my father. And so Elvis is in the family, and I enjoy the music. I really do. And like I said, the fact that I get to do this for a living is the coolest thing in the world. And if the people at the end of the night can leave happy, then I'm as happy as can be.
That's cool. Now, before I let you go, you said you had 2 songs you were going to request.
Oh, yeah. Kentucky Rain and...
Seven lonely days.
Yeah, that one.
I reached out one night, we're gone. I don't know why you run, what you're running to or from. All I know is I want to bring you home. There we go.
Thank you. I appreciate it.
We'll be doing that tonight too.
Oh, yeah.
Appreciate it.
Hey, this is the Money Man, Eddie Money watching Jiggy Jag TV.
Thanks to the McPherson Opera House. Also thanks to John Hallcheck and his white suit. Come in here, John. We just got in interviewing Joseph, and I had to get a shot of you in the suit.
I can't help myself. I figured Joseph can sing better than I, but I can bling better than he. Although I must admit the second half he was like totally blinged out. But I got to find out where he got that so that I can, for the 30 years straight, be Dapper Dan at the Belle Plaine Summer Solstice big. Thanks for...
John.
Bye.
Thanks.